Why do I forget every single book I have read? Assalamu alaikum, welcome back or welcome to my channel if it's your first time watching my videos. Today I'm going to talk about Tawaf Ishq by Sumaira Hameed. So yeah, let's get into it. But before we start, can we just please appreciate this beauty? Like finally I got my hands on this and it's amazing. It's marvelous. It's going to make my life so much easier. I can just imagine how easy it is going to be for me to edit. And so yeah, let's get into the book. This book follows three women, namely Aziza, Amna, and Jannat. These three girls had a very sinful past, but they accepted Islam and they asked for the forgiveness and they repented for their sins and they are doing their best to be a better Muslim. This book is set in a time where there was no transportation, no technology as such, a time where people used to use camel for transportation, for commute. This book starts with a caravan. Caravan is a group of people traveling together. So it starts with a caravan going to Hajj. So it is Caravani Hajj. And this Caravani Hajj passes through the village or the place of these girls and they really want to perform Hajj. They want to be a part of this Caravani Hajj and they request the person who helped them become a Muslim. His name is Darwish, and they were living under him, under his guidance, under his mentorship, I can say, under his umbrella. And they asked Darwish to help them get into the Karwani Hajj. But when the Darwish talked to the chief of the Karwani Hajj, whose name is Amir Musa, and he said that I'm sorry, but I cannot let them go on with me because they have a sinful past. And Darwish was kind of disappointed. He begged, he asked a lot of things, he gave him a lot of explanation about why he should accept them, about why he should take them with him. But he refused. He said that we are going with the cloth of the Kaaba, and you want us to take the sinful people with us. I'm so sorry, but I cannot. As a chief, I'm sorry, I cannot take these girls with me. Some events took place, and which made the Amir Musa realize that no, he was wrong to deny his request. These girls are as Muslim as we are, and they have the right to go to Hajj as much as we all do. So he accepts that they three come and join the caravan Hajj, and he takes them all to Hajj. They are on the Karwa, they are on the journey to Hajj now, but their past is hidden from all the members of the Karwa. Only the Amir Musa knows about their past and no one else knew. Everyone just know that the three random girls have joined the Karwa. But there was this one guy, there's always this one guy, this evil guy who has this curiosity about who are these three girls and why is the Amir Musa so adamant about hiding their selves, hiding their lineage, hiding their kind of information about where they have come from. Now, keeping the story on hold, among these three girls, Aziza and Amir Musa, they started to have a thing. There's nothing serious going on, but there is a thing going on there. So there is a suspicion that Amir might have accepted these three because of his feelings, which is not good, which is not fair. But he explains that this is not about that, and I'm not having anything. This is just that they are Muslims, they are girls, they have right to go to Hajj as much as you do. But this guy, I did not give up. He was adamant to find out about these three girls, and things went on. They were living, they were going on the journey, and one day, one night, their caravan was looted. It was robbed, and this guy, the evil guy, he said that this happened because of these three girls who are with a very sinful past, and because of their sinful past we are being punished and they has to be removed. And when the leader of dacoits found out that there are these girls, he had some past relations with them, grudges, I can say, past grudges with these girls, and he said that move them forward, bring them forward, I want to meet them. They were not coming out by themselves. So this evil guy, which I mentioned earlier, he kind of started ripping off the hijabs of all the women. He started, crossing the limits of hijab. And these girls, they are like, no, this is happening because of us, and we cannot let these innocent girls be torn apart of their dignity like this. And they kind of come forward by themselves. They come and say, we are so and we are the ones you're looking for. And once they are out, once they come out, the decades, the chief of the decades, everyone, not just them, everyone kind of scandalized them. Everyone said a bunch of dirty things about them and kind of threw them out of their caravan. The rest of the caravan went to Hajj. They were dispersed, and Amir, the chief, the commander in chief of the caravan, was left because the one of the most important responsibility of the commander in chief or the chief of the caravan was to protect the caravan, and since Amir failed it, he was no longer Amir or the chief of the caravan. Now these three girls were thrown on the way into the deserts, and they kind of dispersed into various lives. They were brought to the market and sold, and their lives diverted from here on. Everyone, each one had lived a different life, and through their life we experience different stuff. A lot of things happen. They are being tested with a lot of trials. They go through a lot of hardships, and then towards the end there is a full circle movement, and it's happy ending from then on. That is the base story of this book. And without giving you any spoilers, what I love the most about this is how Sumaira Ahmed explained the important principles of Islam. Instead of preaching the principle of Islam, she explained us how it can be implemented. She did not say that they did so and so. She just said that these are their actions. Now it's upon you to observe it from them. There's a lot of Quran verses in this. There are so many references to Islam. There are so many things that open your eyes, and you will start to look about Hajj with a very total on a different perspective. It's not just, forgive me, it's not just a rounds towards the Kaaba. It is a lot more than that. Mainly the intention of why you're doing Hajj. Intentions are most important under Islam, and this really revives your faith. I myself love the books in which the women struggle and stand up for their rights, for their dignities, for their respect, and take a stand. I love those books. For example, A Thousand Splendid Suns. That's the best. There's also, why do I forget every single book I have read? There's also Namal, in which the women take stand. I loved when the women know that they have rights and they can use them for themselves. It's also happened in Mushaf. And the same thing happened over here. These are just three Muslim women who knows their right, who knows their duties, who knows that Allah is with them, and this is not how they has to be treated. They know when it is a trial, and they know when this is an opportunity for them to stand up and speak for themselves. I would recommend this to people who are looking for something to improve their faith. Basically, it really tinkles your brain. It makes you think that Islam is more than just Quran. It is more than just words. It is more than just principles on book. It is about implementing. As I say, always say it, Islam is a way of life. It is not just a book. It is not just a religion. It is a way of life. You can't be a Muslim and not live like a Muslim. There is a whole way of life. There is a routine for you to follow. We have 5 daily prayers, 5 mandatory salahs that we have to do. For example, we have a lot of things. We have sabr, shukr, jummah, namaz, quran. We have all these things because Islam is a way of life, not just principles on a book. That being said, I give this 5 out of 5 stars. Amazing writing. It is very classical kind of writing. If you are a beginner in Urdu, I would not recommend this, because there was this time when I just could not understand what the words were being spoken. I had to Google them. I have to do my research. But I loved it. And since it was a second hand copy, there was the times when I had this annotated, and I loved it. I love when I read annotated books by others, because it kind of gives you an idea of this line had made this person feel something, and it's really special. It just adds to your experience of reading it. And I hate the fact that Google or internet says that it is a romantic book, romantic Urdu novel book between Amir and Aziza. It has a part of that. It does have that, like, very less, like 1%, hardly 1%. It is much more than just a romantic novel. If you try it, I would love to know what are your thoughts. And this was a great introduction for me to Sumaira Hameed's writing. There are some amazing books written by her. So yeah, that's it for today. See you all in the next. Allah Hafiz.